Hey, I'm Mayor Talamantes of the Mayor Show. I'm here to...
No. I'm Mayor Talamantes, and welcome to another episode of the Mayor Show. We're here at Buddy's All-Stars. See what they've got to show us. I'm here with the CEO of Buddy's All-Stars, Louis Talamantes. If that name sounds familiar, it's because he's my baby brother. I don't call him Louis, I call him Louis. So anyway, Buddy's All-Stars first opened its doors in Burbank in 1981.
October 16, 1981.
What exactly gets done here?
Everything, baby, everything. We do a lot of things. We started off as a primary, we became a Little League house. We supplied Little League uniforms all over the country, and we were one of the biggest Little League dealers in the country. And then back in 1992, we sort of changed focus and pivoted to become an institutional dealer, which means that we worked with high schools, colleges, universities, whoever we can get our foot in the door. And that's what we started doing in 92, 93. And what I found out early on is, in order to be successful, not only you have to have a great relationship with a customer, but you have to be vertical. What do I mean by vertical? It means that we have to do everything in-house. We can buy the product from Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, and 1,200 other different people, but once you get it here, we can do the embroidery, the screening, whatever they need, we do it in-house, and that provides a service that nobody else has. We're probably one of the few dealers in the country that are vertical like that.
So it's a one-stop shop.
Absolutely.
Obviously, from head to toe.
Correct.
Now, you've been in Burbank all those 40 plus years?
Absolutely.
So most professional sports apparel is made by Nike, the big names, right? Nike, Adidas, Under Armour.
Absolutely.
How do you fit in that world?
Well, we're sort of a service-oriented world here, okay? So you know that we do stuff for like the Rams. We do the stuff for the UCLA, USC, ASU. We do a lot of college names, Valley College, Pierce College, down the street, Glendale College. So we do a lot of that, and the reason we do it is because we're able to carry the brands, but we're able to also get the embellishments done to them. That's gigantic, and we also have a service of tailoring. I mean, the number one thing that the Rams love about us is that we can take their uniform and do everything that we need to them. So if one of the players, Donald, whoever it may be, they want it made smaller, they want the shoulder, they want the sleeve, we do it here. Everything gets done here. And that's a service that you can't get everywhere. And then, in the quality of the people that we have here, the amount of time and amount of experience that they have is second to none. I'd have to say it's second to none.
And I would think that the Rams love the way you're so close to them as well.
Absolutely.
They can drive over here and pick up the material, or you can drive them down to the Rams.
We drive to the Rams 4 times a week, at least 4 times a week. That's about as many times as we do for USC, for that matter.
So you call that customer service?
Absolutely, baby.
Definitely. You worked with everyone from the LA Rams, Kings, and USC, like you mentioned. But you also got to work with the academy of Kobe Bryant's academy.
Absolutely. That was the Mamba Academy. That was great. See, that comes through relationships again. The person that started running that, became the director of that, used to be a coach at Campbell Hall High School, right? So when she needed stuff done, they were dealing with somebody, and then they called me up and said, "Hey, Louis, can you help us out here? Because we can get the product, but we can't get it embellished." And I said, "Well, we'd be happy to do that, but we can also get you the product." Okay, great. So then we worked out a relationship. We put a website up, because we do websites, and then people could go on the website and purchase it. And then we would package it and send it to their homes. Or they could package it and they would pick it up at the academy itself.
Unbelievable. Social media has hit Buddy's All-Stars.
Yeah, I wish we were so social media savvy, but we're still antiquated, but we love what we do.
It's work in progress.
Yep, absolutely.
In 2004, the USC football team won the national championship, and I hear you have a championship ring.
Absolutely.
How did you end up getting that? How much did it cost you?
Can't talk about it. What actually happened was that Coach Carroll, and then there was Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson was the one in charge of the operations for football at that time. Had a great relationship with him. And what ends up happening is, just remember, everything you do in this life is about relationships, right?
That's right.
It's not that you have the best this or the best that. It's how you feel and how they feel you're going to treat them and how you're going to work with them. That's really the key ingredient. And we have a great relationship with them. We do the best we can, and they know that if something doesn't get done, it's never due to lack of effort. So when we're going through this whole process, they came to us and they went through the whole thing, and Mark said, "Hey, Louis, can we get you a ring?" I go, can you get me? He goes, geez, how many can I order? He says, he goes, something, we feel like you've been part of the team. You've really helped us out and stuff like that. We'd like to get you one. I go, wow, Mark, yeah, even if I have to pay for it, I'd be happy to get it. He goes, no problem, I'll get you one. I goes, wow, thank you. I mean, that in itself comes back, The one thing about that era, like with Coach Carroll,
Coach Carroll is the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks?
Yes, that's him. And what happened is that we used to go to clinics down at USC, right? And they'd have the football coaches. The one thing about Coach Carroll was awesome, and it was always, you always took it to heart, is that when we first started setting up there, and there's different vendors there, that the first person that came out to greet you, Coach Carroll. Come out and say, hello, hey, glad to have you here, nice to see you here, all that, And then at the end of the night, when he didn't have to be there, because it was a long night, right? 7:30, 8:30, closing up. He's the same person that would come by at the end. And it happened at every clinic that he was ever at that we attended. He'd come by and say, hey, thank you very much for showing. I hope it was a good show for you. I hope you got something accomplished here. Thank you again for being part of our team.
Now, when you talk about the show, what kind of show is it?
Well, it's like we're starting our wares, if you will. We have our shoulder pads, our helmets, our uniforms.
That's you and other people that
Correct.
sell.
Other people in the same industry that I am. But what happens is when they have a clinic, you have coaches come from all over the country and from all over the state. So you're there basically showing your wares.
So speaking of championships, Buddy's All-Stars worked on the Rams jerseys. Tell us about that.
We did that the first two times. And, so the first time they went, and we were a little disappointed,
the Super Bowl.
And they went to the Super Bowl, right? And then what ended up happening is we thought, God, did we do something wrong? Because normally when we do the jerseys, they win. We've been involved in over 100 national championships. Okay, over that we've developed or done something for those teams, 100 national championships.
At the different levels.
At D1 levels. So we feel pretty fortunate. And CIF and all that. We really feel fortunate that we've gotten to work with some of the best teams. And with the Rams, the last time that we did it, right, we went through the whole thing and we did all the jerseys and so forth. And let me tell you, when you see the people working on them in the back, they're putting all this together, and they're praying on those jerseys saying, God bless this player, protect him, make sure he plays his best game. We have people back there that are just incredible, but they're not just doing work. They're loving what they do, and they understand who the Rams are. We've been to the games, we've done all that. But the thing is, when the people are putting it on with that much care and that much excitement, that I tell you, there's no way they could have lost that game. There's just no way. I don't know how many prayers we said on those jerseys. Okay, just to let you know.
But let's go back to the pandemic. During the pandemic, when you were dealing with the Rams, there was an interesting way of making masks, right?
Oh, yeah.
That you put together, you brought it.
Yeah, what happens is when the pandemic hit, all of a sudden, everybody had to stop. You're out of work, period. You're out of work. And I have a lot of people here, and they're out of work. And the thing is that we didn't know what to do or whatever. So I found out that two essential things that you could be, and I could qualify for, is I could be a shipping point for UPS, FedEx, which I became instantly the next day. I put things up. I was willing to accept packages, whatever, and UPS okayed it, so I was ready to go there. And the other thing is making masks. So we immediately made, that same day we made masks, right? We started making masks. Why? We made them for non-essential workers. They weren't the certified ones but everybody needed a mask, so we started making them for the thing. And then what happened was the Rams were getting rid of their old uniforms because they were all going to the new colors, right? Well, you know how many masks you can make out of old uniforms? A lot. So we made over 10,000 masks, and they gave them to Children's Hospital. They donated them to all sorts of different places and locations. And then we started, here's one here. You look at this, it's interesting to look at, right? Mm-hmm. Well, this was in front of a pant. Okay, we cut and put them together, right? And that's where it became. So you had this Nike swoosh on the one side, you had the NFL patch on the other. People, they got it and they thought it was great, but they didn't know where it came from. Then there's a lot of them that just from the jerseys and the other pants, they didn't know. So what we did is we created a little tag here telling them what it was for and how the Rams donated and everything else. It came together. All of a sudden, it became a point of interest. Now, all of a sudden, can we have some of those? Well, we're giving them away. We're not selling them. And the cost of all that was paid for by the Rams. They did a fantastic job of putting all this together and making sure the people that needed it got out there. They did a fantastic job on that. We made Rams like this. We did this for Helicopter, LA City. We did this for Louisville High School. We made a lot of masks during the pandemic. That's what kept us in business. But by being in business and able to do that and adhering to all the regulations and everything that they wanted to do, we also kept our people busy, active, and working. So some of them had to adapt to new skills, but the whole thing, it was able to give them a paycheck through the whole time. And that's really what our goal was. Was it profitable? No. But in the sense that we didn't make money, but it was profitable from the sense that we kept all our people.
I hear you're going to put me to work.
Yes, I am. I'm going to make you pretty up. I got all these shirts for everybody here, okay? So see, you can put the Centennial Mayor, because I know you were, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in the back in the screening department, have it all set up for you, okay? To pull the squeegee and show you what the people do.
It's not going to be too hard, is it?
Not for you.
Don't make it too hard.
No, not for you.
Baby brother, don't make it too hard.
No, it's okay. Make sure you take really good pictures of this, okay? Because if you don't take it, I want to see it later. All right, Jess, this is what you're going to do, okay? This is me getting back at you,
Don't
baby
make it
brother
too hard,
thing,
baby
okay?
brother. Don't make it too hard.
So what you do, you're going to put that down, it locks in. You're going to put it down. It'll be on top of the shirt. Then you'll take the squeegee, this is called the squeegee. You take it, and you bring the ink forward, and you'll rub it on there, and then you'll do it twice. I'll show you. Go for it. You can't mess it up, big brother. That's just like that. Now, grab it like this. Perfect. Now, squeeze down, because it's going to pass the ink through it as you do it, and move it towards you. That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. Okay, hold it. Now, take that back like this, right, and then scoot it back again.
Squeeze it back?
Yeah, squeeze it back again. Okay, now do it again. Perfect. Now squeeze it back. Put it like this. Do it slowly, gentle, bringing it up. That's it, that's it, that's it. Yeah, baby, perfect.
Wow,
okay.
look at that. Huh?
So now you got to take it off.
This
So
way?
unloose the back. Yeah, loosen the back first, and don't get it on because it's going to be wet. Just all you do is pull it up. Good, good, good. Put it back down. Now do the front. Now pull it out. Now put it on the dryer and get it put. That's it. Put it on the dryer. That's it, baby. And it goes through, it dries it, you wear it. That's your shirt. That's why we hadn't done. We're waiting for you to get it done.
It wasn't really hard. It was easy. He made it easy.
Okay, Jess. This is it, baby. Okay? Okay? And when I say this is hot off the press, feel that sucker.
Yes, it is hot.
Yes, it is.
It is hot.
There you go. Now, it's time to wear your shirt. Sorry, that city council stuff's got to go, okay? Mayor show, baby.
Put it on?
Mayor show, you bet. Okay, let me take this off. Go for it.
Yeah, it's warm.
Yes, it is. 320 degrees when it goes through the oven. Wow, not only did you do a good job, you got it straight, too. That's good. Great job.
Looks good? All right, big guy. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank you.
You'll never be alone. Oh, 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 oh. I will make my heart your home. Oh, 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 oh. Tomorrow will shine. Tomorrow will shine. Promise you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. This is another segment of the Mayor Show, and we had a great time at Buddy's All Stars.
Yeah!
Yay!